5 months ago. Sadr City, part of Baghdad, is home to 2 million Shia and turf of the fiercely anti-American cleric Muqtada al-Sadr. For years, insurgents in Iraq have been stymieing U.S. troops with homemade low-tech weapons like car bombs and improvised roadside explosives. But in the Battle of Sadr City, as we learned in a high-level debriefing with the U.S. commander in Iraq, the Americans overpowered the Shiite militias with high-tech, the most advanced, sophisticated, whiz-bang hardware and software on Earth. Electronics, lasers, high-resolution cameras that can literally cut through the fog of war.
Not just one or two, but we're talking 20 to 30 rocket attacks coming out of Sadr City.
Colonel Hort gave General Odierno his first briefing on the battle, and we were invited to sit in. It's rare that reporters can videotape sessions like this one. We were asked to turn our cameras off only once, and were allowed to broadcast only a few slides that were later declassified for us, like this one.
And you can kind of see some of the locations they were coming out of throughout all of Sadr City against the Green Zone.
The U.S. military had wanted to mount an attack, but Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki balked for a year because the militias are Shiites like him, and that made a decision to fight them politically risky. But you waited for him.
It was his decision.
To give you his decision to give you the go.
I think what he finally realized were that the militias that had safe havens in Sadr City were really trying to destabilize the government of Iraq. And he realized that it would add instability to his own government.
Once Maliki gave the go-ahead, a U.S. Stryker battalion went in, but they confronted a steady stream of militia reinforcements.
I mean, every day was 20, 30, 40 new guys that were coming down to fight.
So Hort and his men had to do something to keep them out. They decided to build a wall, a barrier straight across Sadr City. It would also create a buffer zone wide enough to prevent the militia rockets from reaching the Green Zone. To build the wall, Colonel Hort's Charlie Company began putting up massive T-shaped concrete slabs. Fighting erupted almost immediately as sniper fire came in from every direction. Charlie Company retaliated with massive tank fire.
We fired 800 tank rounds in this fight. We haven't fired that many tank rounds since the start of the war.
Colonel Hort said the building of the so-called T-wall became a magnet for every bad guy in Sadr City. This was one of the most intense engagements in the entire war. Yet even as the battle raged, the wall went up.
It was literally concrete barrier by concrete barrier. We just wasn't going out there putting up some barriers. I mean, it was a fight every inch of the way.
Put them up under fire?
Guys would climb the ladders to unhook the crane chains from the wall, unarmed, while people are firing at them. So it was high measure.
Lieutenant Colonel Brian Eifler's team laid down cover fire, while some soldiers, wide open and exposed, unhooked the chains.
هذا الوطن تحريره بجفوف راعي الغيره هذا الوطن تحريره بجفوف راعي الغيره كل مشكله بقع الوطن بتنزل محلوله كل مشكله بقع الوطن بتنزل محلوله بأمريكا ما تتكرر خلت توفقنا على الحرب ودن في شقنا وكفر وبموزمة شبل الصدر درع الخيانة تفجر جيش العزم والزود الله أكبر كالوائل وفى الموعود عاشت يمينك وبجميلك ديرة الهبلة أمست مواقع المصالح كعبل الثوار عاشت يمينك وبجميلك ديرة الهبلة أمست مواقع المصالح كعبل الثوار الله أكبر الله أكبر هذا يوم الثار هذا يوم الثار دمك والقالع خير الثورة على الطابع أجل صوت بكل جامع كبر يطلب تحرير هيهات خطابك كل الويد وشترابك محسن ولسان صوابك غدت آية التطهير طلعت المحتل بالدم الساعد عاش ويستن طلعت المحتل بالدم الساعد عاش ويستن الساعد عاش ويستن
إن صاحب الزمان صاحب الأمر المهدي سلام الله عليه نحن المدافعون عنه ونحن المطيعون له ونحن القائمون بأمره سلام الله عليه حتى يقضي الله بما هو قاض.
لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا